This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us from Aggie Memorial Stadium in Las Cruces, New Mexico, home to the Aggies of New Mexico State. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Texas State Bobcats, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. New Mexico State will kick it off and we'll be underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bobcats offense will have the ball first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Finds a man on the right. Oh, a lot of space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So New Mexico State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Looking to pass. It's Cutler. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Stanley. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Moving away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Hand off from the shotgun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Well, we knew coming into tonight they were going to try to find this guy throwing the ball. I had no idea it was going to be this successful this early. Guys, he's closing in on 100 receiving yards. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. He has been
going for it all. Touchdown, Texas State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Georgia State looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Panthers. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Impressive, to say the least.
Looking for a man, it's Cutler. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. The Bobcats in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And he's got it inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Touchdown, Texas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the move at the 30. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
The great thing about running a bootleg is it gets the quarterback outside the pocket right now. It allows him to use his athleticism. You got to drop back, you got to use your eyes, you got to play the pass first, and then all of a sudden he takes off and chews up yards so quickly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll line up for a second down play. Using his legs, it's Callaway. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Cutler. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. And it's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
It's complete to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Lions. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts. Small gain.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22.
And that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Wants to throw on first down. Boom. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pace.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
And the Bobcats will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Catch is made at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
To the air, it's Cutler. The short hands, it's King. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards, but if you think about it, nice short completion sets up a 3rd down, and guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in, it's Harris. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. The big fullback's got it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Back to pass on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
The Aggies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, it's Cutler. Throws for the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Oh, the attempt is no good. Couldn't find a way to draw closer. Still an 18-point hole. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. quickly complete. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lyons. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Motion from the back. They'll go up top on second and short. A little release to the back. Wide open spaces. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Bobcats are threatening in the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Makes the grab. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. Somebody catch it, big fella.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They're dealing with a second and long. Right on target this time. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab past the marker. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
I love when you run this play because it forces the defense to react. Do you want to spin a safety down? Somebody better keep contained. Very hard to defend the jet sweep. It's a very good play, especially when you got somebody with speed taking that handoff.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Cutler. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Let's go. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Steps away. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. So now on fourth down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on fourth and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half. When you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. A lot of time left to line up for an onside kick. I mean, you're risking giving up really good field position. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like it's been a terrific scene there today in Las Cruces. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Aggie Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Bobcats will kick it off to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pressure coming. He'll get rid of it. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Priority number 1, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Going right to work up top. Got a man. It's Lyons. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Bobcats want to move quickly.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able...
Turning on the Jets. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Bobcats are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll send the back in motion. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Cutler. Catch in the middle, it's Callaway.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Quarterback now breaking the field. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bobcats will hustle to the line.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game. You've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. you've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back to the ground game on the left. Tripped up for the tackle.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
The give to the fullback. They got him on the ground, but not before he gives New Mexico State a first down.
In the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at on the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates and revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. On the move, he fires. It's incomplete. Trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. To the air. It's Barker. Under fire. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, New Mexico State. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal. They understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the third quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quick release by the QB. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grab near the marker, it's Prime. The Aggies will move the sticks.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Hand off to the fullback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Oh, I love when when you give the fullback the ball. It's kind of a dying breed. It's been taken out of most offenses. But I like when you reward him for all the unselfish plays he has to have throughout a game.
And you know what I like to see? Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll give it to the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. The Bobcats come to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Barker. Makes the catch. It's Callaway.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Man, tight ends used to line up on the ball and block or release for a couple different routes. Now, you're putting them out wide. You're putting them like this right here in the slot. You're asking them to run corner routes in man-to-man coverage and go win. The tight end position has evolved big time over the years.
That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on 1st down and couldn't pull it off. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up. Didn't quite work. Now facing a 3rd and long. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a... Too much time at the line there. And the Aggies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Smashes through the tackle. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Gonna swing it on second down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to football too long, but players like that getting after him.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. A strike downfield. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Let's go. They'll move the wide receiver. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it, first down and more. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Fourth down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Gonna look downfield again. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Bobcats line up to punt it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense right now is not only fighting an offense with a lot of confidence, but they're fighting against momentum too. Remember, they had a big lead earlier in this game. Now it's been reduced to just 1 possession, so they've got to make some big plays here on pass defense. They've got to be able to cover.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Off the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He's loose down the left side. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And this defense breaks it open as they return it to the house for 6. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard.
Lets it fly! And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys,
intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Bringing it back. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.